bold SEC predictions, and we will pick the 4 teams we believe are going to make the college football playoff from the SEC in 2025. It's Big Monday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Rise and Shine. College football's Big Monday. I'm your host, Jason Watkins, and if you love college football, you know you're in the right place. So before you forget, smash that red subscriber button, like our videos, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss one moment of Hall of Fame college football. Welcome back to the show. My Monday co-host, my Big Monday co-host, Big Mike Boganowski. What's up, big dog?
What up?
Good to see you this morning, sir.
Bro, hey, momentous. We're starting off on the right foot.
Yeah?
I got a YouTube notification of your show.
Oh, well, hot damn. No way.
Might be the first ever. Or if the first that I can remember.
I'm wondering if yeah. I don't know. I don't want to jinx anything. So we'll see. We'll see if it continues happening. What up? What up, everybody?
Look
Logan Licky.
at that. Look at that. See that up there on the top? Look at
Oh,
that.
he did.
Boom.
I love it. I love it. What up, Logan Licky? True Okie, Brandon Snake, Bishop, Frank. What up, Crucifix Autumn, BNG, Comanche Sooner, Kobe. You better throw them down. And yeah, what's up, guys? Welcome into the show. So ready for the start of the season.
All right. Hold on. What did you do different? Because I had people in the chat talking about this was their first one as well.
Okay,
What'd
so
you do? You had me listen. I think you had me all spun up on some conspiracy shit and shadow banning.
I don't really think I've done anything. I don't think I did anything different, bro.
For real?
Yeah, I don't do anything. I mean, shit, it's the same shit every day. It could be that they just maybe I got off of it. I don't know. Shit. Who's to say?
Shout out Hijo de Simp, probably one of the best screen names out there.
It's pretty good.
Well, I ain't seen Purple Orca in a while. Yeah, that was one of my faves, but yeah.
Purple Orca. Yeah, I think I pissed him off because I told him he was a dumbass enough times. Another reason I could have been on the shadow ban too is because of that shit. Who's to say? Who's to say? Coach Top. Brennan Thompson is a SEC level wide receiver. Morning. Good morning, Coach Top. We know you love Brennan. No, honestly, I don't think I did anything. I'm trying to think. If there was. I may have tried to change up. No, I've been messing around and looking for stuff that like maybe could be the problem, but I don't think I've really found anything that like would have helped it. I don't know. I can't think of anything. But see, Cruz Fast Autumn says he gets it every time.
Yeah.
I could call you dumbass all I want to. Yeah, you don't usually say stupid shit like Purple Orca does, though. But I mean, I've read a few people.
And if you get called a dumbass and like you like stop watching the show, that just tells me that you were never in the military, right? Because you get butthurt by being called a name.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, hell, we had training instructors in basic training that called this one dude Punky Brewster the entire fucking time. Punky Brewster. That was his name.
Yeah. Oh, my drill sergeant called me Lurch.
I was pretty sure he was going to kill himself by the time it was all over. Turned out he ended up doing fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh, dude, let me tell you something, man. Being a drill sergeant was probably one of the best jobs I've ever had in my entire life. It, I had so much fun, dude. God damn, I can't explain to you how much fun I had. It was long hours and it sucked, but dude, so much fun.
Being a
Being
being a
and
being a drill
calling.
sergeant, being a drill sergeant.
Oh yeah, dude, amazing, amazing.
Oh, all right.
You see some crazy shit, bro.
Well, I mean, I could just tell you that it was, yeah, there was some wild ass shit in our basic training, and just in the time we were there, I remember two of the dorm guards or whatever that they had gotten our first night there. They were like making us shave whenever we were already shaved. People were already shaved, and there's dudes that are cutting the shit out of their neck and like bleeding everywhere and shit. And they're like, they
I'm
just
gonna tell
kept
you
on
one.
doing shit crazy. It wasn't the instructors doing it. It was the fucking dorm guards.
I'm gonna tell you one quick story because I ain't gonna flood this whole show because I can go on for days. Because shit, random stories just pop up in my head that I've completely forgotten about.
Go.
30th AG, right? That's the reception battalion, right? Before it's like where they in process you and then they put you in your classes and then you go to your actual basic training unit, right? So like day one, day two starts off. So there's like two stories, right? There's an open area where you stood as a platoon and you just kind of move down and get ready for chow. You say like the Warriors Creed and all the practice, all that stuff. Well, we're standing there one day and the guy put me out front because I was a little older than everybody and more mature. And the stairwell's behind me, right? And there's like a balcony. And I see all the other soldiers in front of me like looking up, and I just hear somebody go, "I hate my life," and I just hear a boom. Homie jumped off the balcony like 2 stories down to the concrete pavement right where we were at, broke both his legs, got sent home. That's how much he didn't want to go to basic training. Homie just jumped, just said, "Fuck it,
And he
YOLO."
didn't kill himself like that.
Dude, if he would have went head first, probably.
Yeah.
But all I heard was 2 loud pops and like a crash and a rumble. Yep. Just boom. I
There
was
was
like,
definitely dudes trying to. We had this
I'm like,
little.
damn, dude, day two. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be wild.
No shit. So there was this
Yeah.
little Hawaiian dude in our flight for basic, and the dude was like, he even sounded like what was the guy's name from Fantasy Island? Uh, hey
Oh,
boss,
yeah.
tattoo, yeah.
Yeah.
He was pretty much just like that. But every day he would walk up to the TI and be like, "Sir, I want to go home, sir." Every fucking day. And finally, like, and he would just scream at him. I mean, our drill sergeant was like, he he reminds you of Sergeant, he was an airman, but he looked like Sergeant Slaughter. He had that fucking underbite, the big underbite, and the fucking Hitler stash, all
Mm-hmm.
that. And it just, I mean, all his uniform was starched the fuck out and just looked like, boots were glowing. He just had that Sergeant Slaughter thing, and he would come up and get you with that freaking brim of that damn campaign hat right on the bridge of your nose too. Whop! It's because he couldn't hit you. But and he would get you just on that right part where you get a little tear in your eye, you're like, "Oh, you motherfucker." But
Well,
every day he would scream at this guy, and finally at the end, he came in on a guaranteed job, and they couldn't guarantee him the job, and he got to fucking leave. No problems, no nothing. And I mean, he was trying to throw his ass in fucking jail for the whole time. It was great. But he still went through the whole thing and then fucking got out. I was like, oh, bro, you got through it all. I mean, we got 1 week left.
Larry, yeah, you did. I turned you into a killer. Turned you all into killers, bro.
Yeah. 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 Listen, I mean, when listen, and if you're joining the army, you do want a guy like that. If you're gonna, especially, yeah, you gotta have a dude like this.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you can't go to basic training. You can't be a drone instructor in basic training and be Big Al the soldier's pal. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You can't
no,
do it.
no,
You
no,
can't do it
no.
because there's expectations
You gotta
that
wear their asses out. You gotta wear
nah,
their asses out.
dude. Let me tell you something, Benji. You wish. All right, you fucking wish. Let me tell you something. You can. Hey,
He's
there's
a
no way.
Marine, dude. He's a Marine. Don't. He's
Listen,
a Marine, so he's gonna say stupid shit.
yeah, yeah. There's
They
no.
think
Dude, you couldn't have
too
been
much
worse.
of themselves, those
You
Marines.
couldn't have been worse than my drill sergeant, man. I don't believe. I don't believe it, man. This dude, Drill Sergeant Hester. Shout out, Drill Sergeant Hester.
When
Right?
you just his last deal was that it was great in basic training and the rest of it sucked. So yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm doubting this. But I was able to get by the stupid shit pretty quick. I mean, I hated the first week. I wanted to fucking kill myself too. I mean, everybody does, I think. But after that, I kind of got.
It ain't real if you don't think about quitting. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
At least 3 to 4 times a day, you're like, fuck this shit. I'm out of here.
But the comedy of it hit me pretty early on, though. I got to tell you, there was some. It's comedic, because you throw a bunch of idiots together that they're nothing alike. They're from everywhere, all different places, and you just see some wild ass shit that
Dude,
people do.
the first time I remember like it was yesterday, man, when my drill sergeant called fucking this dude an ass clown. And the first time, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, I had never heard that before.
Yeah, ass clown's one of my favorites.
That's amazing. I was like, holy shit. I was like, that is hilarious. And I don't know why. Maybe because I was like 23, 24, and like I thought I'd heard it all. And no.
Thought about
But Slapdick, that was always one of my favorites. Like, love me some Slapdick. That's a good quality name. But yeah.
See, I guess they got away with more in the Army. A lot of it you couldn't. They were trying to get to their touchier, feelier freaking Air Force at that point. You know what I mean? And it was like, but most of those drill sergeants were like, "Fuck that! We're still gonna do what we do." They couldn't hit you anymore, but they would find ways to hit you.
Was former military coach Riggs.
Yeah, he's Army too.
No shit, I did not know that. But don't worry, I got my DD-214 Sooners for life. Believe that.
Yeah,
nice in a nice secure location.
You want to see DD-214s? Yeah, I've got mine. I've got mine too.
Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna have a copy of it right here on my desk.
I'm not showing anybody mine. Fuck you if you don't believe me. Seeing people freak out because they made us pile our belongings into the middle of the bay. It was just a fun game for me, but bounce out in the fleet, yeah, that sucked. But once out in the fleet, yeah, that sucked. Well, yeah, because you end up having to do the Navy thing as a Marine, huh? I'm sure that did suck.
Man, I have totally derailed this whole show.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I mean, we got nothing better to do.
My bad.
It's Monday. This is how we roll. Welcome to the show, Coach Rick. Sooners for life.
Hey.
Boomer Halen.
Boomer Halen.
Eho the Simp, he said to let everybody, I mean, that's just, his last name is Simpson. And he's from, let's see, and I live in Cali, so it's my last name in Espanol. Yeah. Eho de Simp. It is a pretty good name, though. Good stuff.
Yes, good quality.
Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah. Oh, I got it, man. Listen, I lived in New Mexico for 4 years, 5 years. Track it.
I knew what it was. I lived in New Mexico.
I didn't know the last name was Simpson, but yeah, I knew. Yeah, that's good.
No, I knew what an Eho is, though. I know how that is. Yeah. It's like Eho, Eha. I got it. Yo, I like Latinas. So it's all good. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So we're going to talk a little bit today. We're going to give out some bold takes, and then I'm going to have both Big Bog and I pick 4 teams from the SEC we expect to make the playoff, but bold predictions for the SEC season coming up. We can go through a few of them. I want you guys to give me your bold predictions. What do you believe is going to happen that nobody else is picking? Now, obviously, I didn't get a chance to have you talk about a little bit about what happened at media days last week. There was a lot of love. There was a lot of love on television for Oklahoma, but when the polls came out and everything, then there's no love for Oklahoma. They're still sleeping on the Sooners.
Yeah. fuck, that was pretty funny actually.
I thought
Well, I mean, I felt like it was uneventful. You know, there wasn't a lot of like,
real big news making moments or
yeah,
anything like
like
that.
nobody said anything real dumb. Like the PR people at all these schools are doing too good a job.
Yeah,
Right?
it feels
And
like
like I was like, Drinkowitz is not going to let us down. He's going to say something crazy on the last day.
well, he said something. Yeah, I mean, he thought he
But he
was
really
Mr.
didn't.
Comedian, but it was weak though.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
a lot of good content coming out though. I mean, I thought it was pretty.
I think the
Thought it was
content
pretty
is really
legit.
good. I think listen, man, I would tell you this. The people that want to talk shit about YouTubers in comparison to say, you know,
Regular legacy
regular
media.
media or whatever like that. You're missing out if you're not paying attention to these YouTubers because there's some fucking good ones out there.
Yeah,
End of story, plain and simple.
yeah, yeah.
I
I
mean,
even thought your boy JD had a nice little interview with Mateer.
I thought it was a great interview.
That was
I
pretty
thought it
good.
was
That's a little short. I wish it would have been a little longer, but I got it. They're doing kind of rapid
it's the
fire, just
car
going
wash.
from
It was the car
plays.
wash, man. That's the car wash for those guys. You know what I mean? They're hitting every little satellite spot that they can, and he did hit a lot of them. I thought that our guy Jay did a great
Oh,
job.
dude, they tried to get the world's strongest man to do the horns down. Fuck, that was amazing.
That
Did you
was
see that?
yes,
Did you see that?
well
Yeah, y'all don't
done.
know Mark Henry, right? The world's strongest man.
Yes, yes.
His son is a
The guy that
Sooner.
tries to rip quarters in half and shit.
Yeah, his son's a Sooner, but he's a Texas fan, so they were trying to get him to do the horns down. I thought it was pretty amazing.
I thought it was pretty fucking good. I thought it was pretty good. But he wouldn't do that. I mean, I get it. I get it. Yeah, but yeah, they got picked to finish 10th. Everybody was talking about, and then Mateer doesn't end up in the top 3 for all SEC.
It's tough though, right? I can understand that.
There's a lot
Like
of
the
really good quarterbacks. There's a lot
SEC
of
is
really
not gonna pick the new guy and put him up top, right?
I
They're
don't know
gonna
though.
roll.
Listen, as many people as were talking such great things about John
They
Mateer.
need to produce content, bro.
Sure.
But you really see what they really think, right? When
Exactly.
they put out the rankings, right? You
Correct.
see
That's
what's
what I'm
really
saying.
happening.
Yes.
Yeah. You see what's
So
really
all the love for him is there really love for Oklahoma, and I would tell you that there clearly isn't. I think that for whatever reason, Texas has gotten a lot of love from the SEC and from particularly the media. I don't think that the fan bases love Texas. I think they hate them, but they hate Oklahoma too. But I would just say that Oklahoma's gotten very little respect. Texas is getting a lot, even though they didn't really win any games of significance in the SEC last year.
Oh.
It is what it is. But I find it funny that Arch Manning, he's a new guy too. He hasn't done anything in this league, and he was in that top 3.
I know it. Was he? I don't think he was.
Yes, he was. He was the third quarterback in the All SEC.
Who was it? Nussmeier, Sellers, and Manning?
I don't know the first 2. I know Manning was the third one.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure Sellers was up there and probably Nuss, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. I mean, you know how I feel about that. What remains to be seen. Like, even you can tell, even Arch is kind of like, I don't understand why I'm getting so much pub. Like, I don't get it. I haven't really done much. I'm just a regular dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, Arch is hard not to. He's hard not to. You got to give him props for being. He doesn't take NIL from the school. Quinn didn't either, apparently, because they had enough on their own. That's cool. He never really. I mean, I didn't love the whole thing where he was saying he opted out of the damn game the first year, but then they end up, deciding against it, and then they do a big commercial or whatever. But he didn't want to be a distraction until he decided to be a distraction. I thought that was kind of weak, but I think that was also more about his family than it was about him. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought that he played pretty well. Like I said, and I made that little video that coming and kind of bouncing off of Crane and Company, and they were talking. There was a few people that were actually saying what we've all been kind of saying is like, I mean, at some point, got to call it like it is. There's a lot of things that have to happen for Texas to be everything that all these expectations have got them. They're an overwhelming favorite to win the SEC. They're 2-1, more than 2-1 votes over Georgia, and they haven't beaten Georgia yet. They've played them twice, haven't beaten them. And with a lot of new faces that are going to have to be the man this year in order for them to do all this. They play Ohio State out the gate. They go to Florida. Their toughest games are on the road, aside from the Red River being a neutral site. The rest of they go to Florida. They go to Georgia. They haven't beat Georgia yet. I would tell you that it wouldn't surprise me if they were 3-2 when they get to the Red River game. But it overwhelming choice to win the whole thing. What do you think about that?
Georgia?
What do you think about Texas being an overwhelming choice to win it?
No. I don't agree with it at all. I mean, here's why it'll probably happen. And I've been preaching this for forever. But I mean, they got the backing for some reason. They got the influence with the SEC and in ESPN and for some reason they get calls, man, and they get breaks and shit goes their way. So I mean, that's probably why I think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. That's going to be the most likely outcome, right?
What do you mean?
I don't want it to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I personally don't think it's going to happen.
These chances, though, that's what they do. They definitely get. Look at it coming in. I mean, it couldn't be further apart in their introduction to the SEC to Oklahoma's introduction to the SEC. It couldn't be further apart. They're completely different, opposites, polar opposites. And yet they still don't find a way to win it. They don't, they almost lost to Arizona State, and they had an opportunity to tie the game up against Ohio State, and they're going backwards on the 2-yard line. This is what they do. This is what Texas does.
Oh, I got it. But shit, it's got to happen at some point. I feel like that's what they want to happen.
Oh, it's definitely what they want to happen.
They want it to happen.
I believe you're correct, because there's no other explanation for why you would have loaded up Oklahoma's schedule the way that you did and not even kind of try to balance it out.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
We'll see what happens as the season goes. There's certain games that probably may lose importance based on our opponent and how they're doing throughout the season, and then there's a game here and there that we might like. I just feel like there's probably a game or two in there that we're overlooking that's going to turn into be a big game. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a lot of shit goes on during the season, man. It's gonna be crazy. But yes, Oklahoma versus everybody, the world.
It is. It's definitely OU versus the world. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And I'll tell you another thing. I believe this wholeheartedly. The fact is they can give Texas that schedule, and they know they can, because they're never going to take the SEC by the balls. They're not going to be Alabama. They're not going to be Georgia. They're probably not going to be LSU. But they know that if Oklahoma gets its footing, it could be trouble. And I'm telling you, I believe that that's what it is. I don't think it's necessarily Georgia and Alabama that think that way. I think it's the rest of the league that thinks that way. The rest of the league's like, fuck. It's bad enough that we got to deal with these other guys. And whatever with Texas, But Oklahoma beats us anyways whenever we play them. So, I have a feeling that that's what it's all about. But in the end, look, and no shade on Texas for how they've they've definitely won their conference to leave the Big 12. They finally won their 4th. They got back to the playoff again last year. I mean, at least they did go through and win those games that they should have won, because it would not have surprised me if they dropped the game to Arkansas. It wouldn't have surprised me if they dropped the game to Vandy.
Yeah.
And they didn't play great against Mississippi State either.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like this year, I mean, I don't even think it's a bold take anymore, really, to say that I see them being at 8-4. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't even know that I've been thinking that they might be the team to knock Georgia down at home, and they haven't lost a game at home since 2020.
Oh, they're good for a game like that a year.
I think they might be, but I still think that they're coming into the Red River with a couple of losses. And at minimum, they've got one. They'll have two by the time they leave, and I think they're going to lose two more.
Yeah.
And I think one of them would be. I mean, I could see them definitely losing. I could see them losing to Georgia, but I think that either Arkansas or A&M is going to get them in their house.
Yeah, possible. Very possible.
Yeah, because here's the thing, you got to think of Taylor Green. Nobody's really talking that much about Arkansas right now, but year two with Petrino running that offense, and you've got a quarterback that with the physical abilities of Taylor Green, and everybody just thinks they're going to be shitty. It feels to me like, I mean, look, they beat Tennessee last year in the first year. Now, granted, they lost some games that they shouldn't have lost, but then, I mean, they beat Tech in the bowl game, all that other stuff. They've got a lot of guys. The guys that they brought in, I actually don't hate Arkansas. And there's nobody that gets up for Texas aside from Oklahoma and I guess A&M. But Arkansas hates them on a level that people don't really realize how bad Arkansas hates fucking Texas. I mean, hates them.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the case for just about everybody.
It's not this. No. This is like A&M OU level hate for their asses, and nobody hates them like we do. Aside from these guys, I'm telling you, man, it's the same. And they haven't played each other since back in the Southwest Conference days as regularly, and they still feel that way about them.
Dude, they hate them up here in Kansas, and I know for sure they hate them in Nebraska.
Well, the entire Big 12, the entire Big 12 fucking hates them. No doubt. Because they ruined the Big 12, if you ask them. A&M left because they were, and all of them, everybody that left the Big 12 did so because of the Longhorn Network. Which, I don't even necessarily, here's the thing. I was covering the Big 12 at the time. That was allowed to happen by the damn, I mean, they've had some doozies for commissioners in the Big 12 that have helped fuck that up. So as much as, Texas they could have made that instead of the Longhorn Network, it could have been the Big 12 network. You know what I mean? And that would have kept it together. And at the time when this happened, the Big 12 was the best league in the country. Not the SEC, the Big 12. Soon after is when it changed. And now the SEC has been running it. And now, I don't know that the Big 12 makes it. I think that the Big 12 is in trouble because of the fact that they don't have a team that can get in the playoff 3 out of 5 years and make a run at it. I'm not saying win the whole thing. I'm saying they don't have a team that they're going to make a run at it 2 or 3 times in 5 years, get to the semifinal or something like that, where they're going to prove that they belong. I just don't see them doing it. And because other than maybe BYU, I think that BYU could be set up that way because of their money situation, but it's hard because of their honor code and some of the other stuff. There's some other things that get in the way of BYU being as good as they could be. And I think they got the best coach. Kalani Sitake's fantastic. Fantastic coach. But I think it's just a tough place to recruit to, right?
Yeah.
They've been doing a pretty good job.
Hey, Dylan Dean. That's been established. It's been established. He took that immediately of stepping on campus. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. But no, they've been asked. Jay. That's one of their favorite questions with Jay and them in Unfair Sports. Like, who's the hardest hitter? I think you heard. Might have been Kendall Dolby say it one time. Maybe heard a couple people say it. Like he.
Yeah, I think if there's anybody close, it might be Reggie, but
he brings the wood, bro.
Yeah, he brings the wood.
And he's not. He's yeah.
When he fucking took out that lineman, that guard last year at Auburn,
tackle. Yeah,
300-pounder is all I'm saying, and he ate him alive. Alive.
Yeah, he's been doing that.
It was, but it's one of those things that I mean, we're looking at it going, God damn, you can't be doing that forever and like make it. You know what I mean? You're gonna beat yourself up too much. I hate to see that, except I love to see that.
Everybody loves it, but you got to pick it. Like, no need to be blowing people up in practice. You know what I mean? Like, say that shit.
Yeah, but hey, you can't.
I mean, it's not like you run around blowing people
back him off a little bit, then turn him up. I know that.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, when he when he fucking lit up Bauer Sharp. I still remember you're like, man, I was so nervous that he was gonna hit fucking Jackson Arnold.
Yeah.
Too much. Too much.
I mean, he used to do that. Listen, the reason I say that is because like that was the type of shit he did in high school. You know, like the like especially his junior year, like he'd
be popping the quarterback.
Quarterback came and popped him, and he's like, "Oh, for real?" And
he's got a mean streak. He's got a mean streak in him, and it takes that, right?
You got to be able
crazy.
You got a little bit crazy in him, bro.
Gotta have a little bit of crazy in you.
Good crazy though, good crazy.
I said when he hit that lineman, I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, he'll take them all on. And then he blew. Who was the running back he blew? Was it Franklin that he blew up in practice last year?
The spring game?
Not the spring game.
It was the
practice one.
Dude.
That we heard about that he just cracked his ass.
He transferred.
Okay. Yeah, Franklin.
It wasn't Franklin. It wasn't the cat. It wasn't. Huh? No, it wasn't him. No.
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
He's an Okie lighter now.
Yeah. No. Nope, not him. Not him.
I don't know what that means.
No, skin tone.
Skin tone?
Yeah, it's different. The running back was a different shade of skin tone than Aldi that you just mentioned.
Oh, I don't even remember that. I didn't know we had a white one.
I
had no idea. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Whatever. Why ever would you have that in your backfield?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Around, dude, I don't care.
Dude, I seen that dude make plays at practice. I seen homie. Like, I was like, damn, I'm actually kind of impressed with homie. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, he left.
Coach Chop, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Coming in here trying to start shit.
Nagy is, hey man, y'all.
Bro, you're tripping.
Yeah, Nagy. I was always I was not gonna lie, I was skeptical at first, and I'm not saying I'm all the way there, but listening to him talk and a couple of his plans, Nagy's he's playing chess.
What the hell they're doing, and you know what,
chess, bro.
Yeah, he's not. It's Cruel's gonna go to Oklahoma if Oklahoma does what they're supposed to do. It doesn't have anything to do. It doesn't. I don't think it has anything to do with Nagy or anybody. I think it has everything to do with what do they put on the field this year. Because I got to tell you, at this point, the roster is plenty good enough to win every game they play.
I think he's going to Oklahoma. So I'm putting in my prediction right now. Cool. Putting in my prediction.
Too.
What do we call it? What do we call our predictions not future cast, not no crystal balls.
Well, I like the crystal chicken was taken, so we got to come up with something
We
else.
gotta think. Yes, we gotta think of some new shit.
Yeah, what would be help us out, Hall of Fame fam. Give us
Fucking
our own
a
prediction.
nomination for Hall of Fame, like a Hall of Fame nomination. A nomination.
Induction? No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Induction.
Anyway.
You've been inducted to the 2026 class of the Oklahoma Sooners.
Yeah, you're inducted. I think that it's pretty clear. I mean, well, you talked to him in during the
I think
barbecue.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's coming. That's me. But I was wrong. I was wrong on it. I was wrong on Eberhardt. I thought Eberhardt was coming for sure, for sure.
I think he wanted to come to Oklahoma. I think that turned into something.
I don't think it's over either.
I don't think it's over either. But I also think that it's tough to overcome that a little bit because of the fact that his pops played there and now his pops is gone. You know, is that we're going to put that one on Nagy?
No.
8 wins and we throw a party? Bullshit. Coach Top, come on, bro. I mean, you my boy and all, but you know better than this. Oklahoma doesn't throw parties for shit other than championships. What are we talking about? Come on,
dude.
bro.
You can't like that, Coach Top, man. You're thinking
Coach
recruiting.
I don't have a problem with Coach Top. I don't know where he's coming from today.
You can't think of recruiting in today's age like you did in 2015. Can't do it. Can't do it. It's different. It's totally different. The kids are different.
Yeah,
The landscape's different. Like you can't just.
We're talking about programs that are absolutely.
You cannot overpay for every recruit that you go after. You're going to lose some because some schools are going to put all their money into recruit, and Oklahoma can't put all their money in for every recruit.
You know what the difference is between? I mean, they are as desperate. Those 3 schools that you just mentioned are as desperate as Okie Light, who got Taj Overton. Desperate. They're paying double what they would have paid them here.
Yeah.
And if you're Jim Nagy, you have got to stick with what you're trying to do. Either that or what are we doing here?
Dude, I'm telling you, you're not. I'm trying to tell you. God, what did I watch, man? It's Jim Nagy, and he's talking about the overpaying of players right now and how next year's portal class is going to be bananas because all those cats that were promised money and didn't get it are going to be in the portal. And Oklahoma is saving a little bag for that instance. Like I'm saying, Nagy is out here playing chess, and the rest of you motherfuckers is playing checkers.
Coach Top, you know as well as I do because you help with the recruiting on some of these guys. I know you do. You know you do. You're going to tell me that this roster is desperate? I think Coach Venables is desperate. Coach Venables has to win. That's why Coach Venables is taking over his own defense. Even though there's guys in the room that you should be able to trust to be the defensive coordinator and not have to do that. He did it anyway. He brought in Kevin Wilson to help, run things as far as there's some desperate things going on there, but the roster is not what you should be desperate about. This roster is real, and you know that. You know that. Come on, bro. 10 wins with this roster would be a miracle. Are you insane, bro? Come on, man. Come on. Are you serious? Where's the big deficiency? Where's the big deficiency? Tell me. What does that mean? What the fuck does Matt Nagy equals Bobby Fischer? What does that mean?
Yeah, man, like that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got to tell you, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, man.
Home schedule sets up well for me.
Y'all out here trying to win the offseason and the recruiting rankings and not trying to win real football games. That is where y'all are at. Like that is where y'all are at,
That's
man.
an edge. What do you mean? You got R. Mason, you got Danny
Coach Top
Okoye.
got hacked, bro. He has been hacked.
What are
Benji
you
hacked
talking
Coach
about,
Top.
bro?
Benji hacked him. That's Benji.
Yeah, I think that the O-line is fixed. I do. I don't. You know who I don't second guess? Bill Bedenbaugh.
See, I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I agree with that. I
I do.
don't know that the
I
O
don't.
line is fixed.
I do think that it is, and I will look at
Have they
the
taken
NFL.
steps to improve it? Yeah, but is it fixed? Who knows?
I think it. First of all, at the end of the year, it wasn't an offensive line problem. At the end of the year, they were grading out. They were grading out fine.
I gotta grab Cam. I'll be right back.
All right. Coach Top, you want to come in here and argue about it for a few minutes? I can send you a link. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm not with you on this shit. What's up, Stan? What is the Four Horsemen? What's this Four Horsemen shit? I still don't. I don't know where you guys are. I know that came from Coach Ricks and Bishop, and I still don't know what that means. I don't worry about. No, you know why You know why you had to worry about it last year? Because the guys that they had to go get in the portal were not ready to play. I mean, Spencer Brown. Now at the end of the year, he was good. The difference is at the end of the year, the guys that were a liability were no longer a liability at the end of the year. I knew Bobby Fischer was a chess player, but I don't know what that meant. Oh, now I got you. Thank you, Coach Al. Appreciate you. Listen, man, I'm gonna. It's Bill Bedenbaugh. I'm gonna tell you this. Nick Saban tried to hire the dude 3 times in his last 6 years at Alabama. 3 times in the last 6 years at Alabama. The dude knows what he's doing. He's got more money playing in the league right now than any offensive line coach in the country. They're fine. They're fine. Coach Top is busy reloading the. Yeah, let's be not. Hey man, I'm a fan of Coach Top. I don't know where he's going with this shit. And listen, and let's go back to the D line stuff. The edge guys, are you being serious about that one? That's the one I think you might be smoking on, because I'll tell you, you've got Okoye and R. Mason, plus you've got Marvin Jones Jr. He might just be gravy for what you have. Kendall Daniels could play that position. He's been getting to the quarterback and he's 6'5", 250. I mean, let's just be real about it. PJ Adebawore, he was Taylor Wine. Taylor Wine's damn good. So what are you telling me that there's no depth there? What are you talking? You just added one of them. What are we talking about? Yes, Boomer Hailing. Big Bill is the greatest offensive line coach in college football. He is. If there's anybody close to him, he's at Notre Dame. Or maybe you could probably say, oh boy, at Clemson right now. What's Branson Hickman's story? Had high hopes. Is he 2 or 3 in the lineup for center? Branson, I don't even know. I don't know. I think that I think they're fine at. That was part of the problem last year, is that you weren't healthy there. There was a health problem last year. That's the other thing. I'm not as worried about it because they actually got some people in there that know what the hell they're doing in the medical department. God, don't get me started on that shit. Let's go through. I guess we'll go through the damn depth chart while Big Bog's out. All right. Sexton back healthy. You got Ozeta lining up behind him. I mean, Sexton is probably going to be the tackle, though, not Logan Howland. Michael Fasusi, Isaiah Dent. Listen, Isaiah comes back. He's 6'7", 320, and as quick as anybody, he's probably going to have an opportunity to be a part of whatever the rotation is, for sure. But I know Big Bill likes him a lot. Troy Everett is right now, they're still showing him. But Jake Michela, from what I understand, is maybe that guy coming over. He's the guy that came over from Stanford at center. So if Troy isn't getting it done, then you have another redshirt junior in Jake Michela that could do it. Eddie Pierre-Louis, I don't know what's going to be, but you got Fabechi Wewu still. He's coming back from last year. He was better at the end of the year than he was at the start. They say Ryan Froji's been killing it at the guard position. Derek Simmons looks really good. He's, 25 years old? I mean, Luke Baklenko, they like him a lot too. Jake Taylor still, you've got depth. You've got depth. It's all on. I'm not worried about that offensive line. I'm just not. Which ones then? Which ones? You got to quit saying you got to back it up then. Back it up. Which ones? Because your D-line comment didn't, your edge guys, that doesn't hold water. Not even a little bit. It doesn't hold water. Let's talk about the edge guys. Marvin Jones, R. Mason, Danny Okoye, PJ Adebayo, Nigel Smith, Taylor Wine. Hell, CJ Nixon is going to be a dude. He may not be this year. Wyatt Gilmore, have you watched that guy? Have you seen what he looks like now compared to when he came in as a true freshman? Nigel looks like a different animal. I think he's going to be playing a lot of defensive end because they're so deep on the interior. If Marvin Jones, he's going to end up possibly being a gravy guy. I'm telling you, I think that PJ is going to be fine if he's healthy. Which again, they have a freaking medical staff that knows what the hell they're doing. Then you have an opportunity there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. Coach Bedenbaugh, and this happens. It doesn't always come together at the first part of the year for Oklahoma, and they've traditionally had some slower starts, even on their best offensive lines, where he doesn't find the right mix right away. I think a lot of it had to do last year, and we talked about this a lot. If you missed a little bit in the portal, it was gonna amplify anything that was going on, and you had multiple things conspiring at the same damn time to mess with that offensive line, to mess with the offense in general. Not all of it being just bad play. A lot of it had to do with no communication. And Coach Top, one thing I'm going to tell you is this. One thing, okay, see, you're jumping around though. When are you going to say anything back? When are you going to go back and talk about the defensive end stuff that you just said? And readdress the offensive line comment too. Now you're going to go to tight ends? Who gives a shit if they've got a good tight end? They've got plenty of dudes playing receiver. I'd like it if they had a better tight end. He's always been going to play inside and out. Coach, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Not SEC level depth. You crazy, man. You crazy. They're at least 3 deep at both sides on both sides of the edges. You're crazy, bro. That's the one thing that I mean, of everything that you could have said about this football team, and I might have agreed with any of it, the defensive line is not where you should have started. Not where you should have started. Because, bro, you're wilding. You're wilding. Why would OU keep losing players to? You know what? Sure. Right now, it's easy to say that because it's easy to negative recruit them too. That's the other thing. But they're not just going to overpay. Now, do I think that Nagy needs to make an adjustment or two? I think he does. I think he knows that he does. He said himself that he wasn't sure that his blind spot was definitely some of the high school stuff. That's why his staff is heavy in high school scouting, proficiency, experience, etc. Okoye hasn't produced. He hasn't had his opportunity to produce because our Mason was doing the damn thing last year. He hadn't had his opportunity. He redshirted. But you know, he almost left over it too. Wait and see. Wait and see with that guy. You got to be kidding me, bro. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. And none of this was, yeah, that's the whole thing. It wasn't the defense's fault that they were shitty last year. It had everything to do with what was going on with Seth Littrell. No communication whatsoever. Hell, from what I understood, there was coaches that refused, that he couldn't even talk. He wouldn't talk to him. And when he did, he treated him like shit. I think one of them is one of your favorite guys. Before the day before their very first SEC game, Big Bill and DeMarco are arguing in one of the hallways out there outside of a meeting room about what the blocking scheme was going to be, because they both thought it was different, 2 different schemes. They're screaming at each other about it. One thought it was gap, one thought they were blocking for the zone. The day before the fucking game on Friday. I mean, on top of that, you got injuries and a quarterback that's scared of his own fucking shadow. I think Nagy does listen to those guys. I don't think that it's necessarily that he's just in there making huge changes. I don't think that that's the case. I don't. And I'll tell you that everyone could work together better. Sure. I think the same could be said on every staff in the country. And it's going to take some time to figure it all out. Coach Top's busting my balls. Yeah, he is a little bit. But I think that he really feels this way. He's been saying this a lot on Twitter. He's been saying, and Coach Top's one of my guys. I don't agree with him on all this, though. I don't agree with him on all this. My thing is, I don't know where you're coming from on the edge stuff. I think you're wild. I think you're wilding with that one. And I don't know how anybody is really gonna act like Bill Bedenbaugh doesn't have a handle on this shit. I think the bottom line was what was really going on. You had some serious injury issues that I don't think in a million years you could expect that to happen again. 2 years in a row. And the other part was you had a coach that was completely, he had no inkling to try to work with his staff on the offensive side. It was all, he was making decisions blanket unilateral decisions, didn't give a shit what anybody thought about it. And that's the way it was. I know for a fact that he didn't want any of the freshmen playing, and some of them should have been playing. Okay. I agree with you on that. I don't think that everything's perfect in either of those places, though. In fact, I'm pretty sure that it's not. It's not happening perfect everywhere. Oh, you should never brag about having an NFL player at every position? What? How many people can say that? I don't think everybody can say that. Yeah. My gun sweetness, I think you're right. Daniel, listen. He would not have been a top 100 guy if it wasn't for going and winning the MVP award at Saban's camp going into his senior year, because he played a homeschool league. Nobody gave a crap about Danny Okoye until Saban said, "Oh, dude, we got to get this guy." What's wrong with saying that, though? Okay. I think he said at least one at every position, but it's regardless. I don't think everybody in the league and everybody in the SEC can say the same thing. Some of them can. Yeah, sure. Listen, those are of course they can say it. Yeah. And that's why you have to go out and out coach them now. Here's my deal. I don't want to hear excuses out of coaches anymore. I don't want to hear about the recruiting bullshit because we're not going to know. We're not going to know if he doesn't know what he's doing for a couple of years until these guys get here and show off. We're not going to know. What I do know is we've seen some things out of this coaching staff, particularly about at the head, that there's some misses. The learning curve hasn't flattened out for Coach V yet, and it needs to. I'm not saying they're going to win 10. I've said 9. And I think the bottom would be 8. I don't think that 8 is going to make a lot of people happy. And the more I hear about, listen, Joe C's retirement could have sped up and heated up the seat a little bit. Just understand that. Because I think I would tell you that Joe C was a big reason about whatever's been going on with the medical unit. And he's also a big reason why Luttrell was the offensive coordinator. And Venables never threw him under that bus. Never. So it is what it is. Well, and I'll tell you, I would take 8 and B. I don't think that. I think when you got a quarterback like this, you got a running back in a running back room like this, along with the receivers that they have, and I know you know receivers as well as better than most. I don't really see how they're not going to be way better. Way better. So could they lose 4? Sure. Should they? I don't think so. I think that it shouldn't be any more than 3. Absolutely. I've been saying that for a long time. This is why I rock with you, bro. But yeah, since you're saying that, okay. If you've got 8 and what do you think the floor is, Coach Top? Oh shit, I just saw you. Sorry about that, bro. Sorry about that. It should have beeped. You're muted though. You know you could just talk to me and I can hear you anyways backstage.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing. I wasn't muted. I didn't say nothing.
No, you were muted just now. Is our medical unit terrible? No, not now. It was. It's been. I think it's been a problem. In fact, I don't think it's been a problem. I know it's been a problem. It's not something that everybody wants to talk about, but it's been a problem. But bringing in the guy from the Saints, and it's headed in the right direction again. And I'm going to tell you that, not trying to kill on Joe C here, but I'm just going to tell you, him not being around may be a help as well. What, I bring you back in and then you get back off of the video? Come on, man. What the fuck?
Bro, I had to change something up real quick, homie.
Listen to your chops, bro. If O-line can't protect / injuries, we don't have depth to sustain. I think that they're fine. I think they're fine. Sooner Cowboys, you had them 3-9 earlier this year. I'd kick you just for saying this shit right here. 8-4 floor, 11-1 ceiling. Come on, man. I think 11-1's it's a little ambitious.
Hey, motherfuckers showed up today choosing violence, bro. Come in here, big hating.
Yeah. Man, Coach Top's on one. He said the floor is 5-6. Man, I don't see it, man. I don't know. I don't think that they have to be a whole lot better on defense. I think they're going to be better on defense, but I think if they're even the same as last year, then their offense just has to be serviceable, which it wasn't last year. And I think it's wild to think that they're going to go back to a 5 or 6 win season. I think they're safe. Because I think they win at least 9, possibly 8. But and that's where I would tell. I mean, I'm not gonna continue on this deal of taking up from, because I'm gonna tell you that I think it's time for the coaches to step up and do their thing too. I think that the excuses are now running out. I've been saying that lately. I think that losing a bunch of close games is probably not going to be okay anymore, because the games that they've lost have been close games in the past. I think it's time to start winning those close games. That's just my feeling, though. Would you like to chime in here?
I mean, I've been listening the whole time. You've done a pretty good job. I think instead of just combating it, like, we need to get to the root of the problem, Coach Top. Like, let's start over. Okay. Let's start over. All right.
You
Came in a little hot this morning. Did you have a good night's sleep? A little toss and turning? Are you hungover?
Who? Coach Top.
Coach Top.
Oh, yes. Coach Top's on one for sure. Something's up. I rock with Coach Top, though. I like Coach Top, man. I don't know where he's coming from on some of this, though.
I'm telling you, Benji hacked him.
Well, you said if we lose the quarterback or something. So you're saying if Mateer was to go down, you don't think that Hawkins can handle it? Because I do.
Fuck.
That's just my feelings on it. I think he may. Never mind. I'm not going there right now. But you don't think he can handle it if Mateer goes out? Is that what you're saying?
That's what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm. I'm still telling. I think that before it's all said and done, Michael Hawkins will be in New York for the Heisman ceremonies.
Coach,
I'm not saying he's necessarily going to win it. I'm telling you, he's going to be there.
What does he mean, go listen to Nagy at Media Day?
Speak about what? Yeah, tell us what you're talking about. I listened to everything he said. I think I've heard everything he said. What are you talking about, though? Go ahead, Big Bo. I'm gonna.
I want to know what he says. Go listen. I did. I 100% did. You probably in that same majority that listened to him on the third and long or whatever that podcast was that took what he said as we're not going to recruit 5 stars. Like, you guys obviously have a comprehension problem. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get how you watch that interview and Twitter come away with that, and a lot of the doomers. I don't get it. But yeah, I'd like to know what did Nagy? What did we miss, Coach Top, with Nagy? What did we miss? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. That's what I'm saying, dude. Stan Ross. Thanks, man. That's what I'm saying. What did we all miss? What did everybody miss that you didn't miss, Coach Top? Please tell us. But I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all better stop sleeping on Mike Hawk. Better stop, especially give my man Mike Hawk a crease. Give him an O line that's gonna block and open up holes for him. Because Mike Hawk will take it. Remember, y'all seen the proof, bro. Y'all seen the proof. They're lucky they called that holding on Fabechi in the bowl game. It was a whole different game. Took it to the crib. Let him on a two-minute drive. Possibly could have won the game. Bad play call. Hawkins will be elite. And I mean, I don't know, man. Sometimes I wonder what y'all seeing, man. And I get it. Like I try to be objective as possible. Tell me the NFL guy tackle, tight end, wide receiver, and edge besides R. Mason. I mean, you guys don't think any of our tackles are going to get drafted and go to the NFL? I mean, I think that happens almost every year. Probably more than most schools. Probably more than most. Okay, tight end. Yeah, we all know we got a problem with tight end. But go watch my guy Caden Helms back in the day before he had a couple bad knee injury or some knee problems. Watch what he did. Y'all are hoping and praying that Caden Helms don't get back right. I'm tell you that right now. Wide receiver, I think Deion Burks is an NFL guy for sure. I think Giovanni Gibson's going to be an NFL guy for sure. Who else? I mean, we'll see what's up with. I mean, I think Satani's going to ball. We got some young. We're young, but I think that's NFL. All right, edge guys. I think if PJ can put it together, he's 100% got NFL traits, and I assume that's what you're talking about. NFL traits, right? I think Marvin Jones probably has traits. We'll see. I think he's going to have a big year. It might end up in the NFL and the drafted at a minimum a free agent contract. You know, let's see. R. Mason. I mean, Okoye, he's going to be an NFL guy. We already know that. I think Taylor Wine's got an amazing chance to be an NFL guy. So I mean, there we go. I answered that question. I need you to answer mine. What did we miss with Nagy? What did we miss?
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah. So he said that they have a. He doesn't like. They shouldn't be. What he said a little while ago was that he shouldn't be bragging about because there's the teams that they're trying to beat all can say that. Okay, fine. But if you can't say that, then you can't beat them.
I mean,
So I don't.
like, what does having NFL guys on your roster have to do anything other than brag?
You got to
Look
go.
at Ole Miss. Ole Miss had NFL guys all through their roster. Where'd that get them? In a bowl game?
What we're talking about.
I mean, I don't know. I just that having NFL guys doesn't move anything to that doesn't move the needle for me.
That's not even. Where are you getting this from? Because that's not what's been said at all whatsoever about PJ. He was dinged up last year.
Yeah, we have been saying that. And I prefaced my statement. I said if he does what he's supposed to and he gets better, but he has NFL traits. That's what I said. He's got NFL traits.
Yeah. I disagree with you on that, man. I don't know where you're hearing. This goes back, and you know what that goes back to a lot of. There's been this weird narrative that's gone around.
Nagy can be wrong.
He could be wrong.
Yep.
He could be wrong, and you know what? We're not going to know. And
it's too early. It's too early. You can't draw conclusions.
We're not going to know that until, at minimum, middle of next season.
I don't even think that's really.
I think it's more realistic to say 2027, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. Portal next year. I think you can get a indication of what's up, but
Sure.
we'll see.
Yeah, the portal guys you're gonna the portal guys you're gonna get, and he's done that. I think that you go and get a guy like Jay Knight, he comes in and he blows up. Are we going to shut up now about his ability to identify talent? Because if Jay Knott comes in and is just healthy, can't imagine that he won't have a better year than he had at Cal, and he had a 1,300 yards at Cal without a passing game. They were shit in the passing game, and he still had 1,300 yards. I think that he believes in what he's doing, and he believes in the staff that he's built there. Did we need Ott? I don't know. Apparently, they thought that you needed a home run hitter back there.
So Coach Top, you're saying that he's whiffed on entire class of you. So you're pretty much like discounting the next 5 months, like nothing can change. He's already missed.
None of it has to do with the fact whether they win or not, and there's being, people are paying double what they probably should be paying.
Yeah.
Come on, brother.
Did we need Ott? I agree. I
know that's right up your alley. Answer.
Well, dude, I've said this before. I don't think we did. I'm on record on this pod by saying, give me some more old linemen instead of Ott. I mean, that's just like last year to this year. We still got
what we saw out of Taylor fumbling the ball last year. Taylor Tatum, you've got a break.
Taylor Tatum ain't sniffing the field if it's me.
Listen, I think that Tory Blaylock is going to be ready to go week 1 and could be that guy. I also like Xavier Robinson too, but you're talking about unproven guys that haven't and versus a proven guy.
Listen, this is why I'm talking about Sawchuk, right? Like, but dudes they can run the ball. We can't blame them for their lack of production last year, because as soon as they got the ball, there wasn't nothing. Now, I'm not saying they didn't miss some holes or something like that, and there was some shit that they missed, but there wasn't much popping for him last year.
Devontae he runs into the back of linemen all fucking day long.
Well, that's not indicative of all the running backs, is what I'm trying to say.
What I'm saying is you don't have a guy that's proven consistently that he could be a bell cow dude. You didn't have that guy yet.
Yeah,
maybe X Rob, maybe X Rob, maybe, but I don't know.
I'm just saying I would have preferred, and maybe we got who we wanted in offensive lineman wise, and they thought we were. But shit, man, more depth up front on offense and defensive sides of the ball. We need all the depth. We need it all.
I'll give you that. And listen,
like I said, dude, I'm a loyal guy.
I don't have a problem with them going after a guy that is proven like that when you need to run the football.
Shit, though. He's had injury problems.
He does have an injury. He did have.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't know. Like, I'm a loyalty type dude, bro. I hated to see Sawchuk go.
Yeah, but Sawchuk had more injury issues.
Yeah, but
we're talking about one season with
he catch the ball at the backfield. He could take it to the house, and that's what everybody's raving about.
But Sawchuk has been in the system for 3 years and been hurt all 3 years. You never got more than 6 games out of him. The first year, you got 1 game out of him. Now they had Eric Gray that year. They didn't have to have him, but he was hurt all year then too. And I'm not even hating on Chuck. I like him. I think he's a hell of a running back. I think he's going to do a great job at Florida State.
Yeah,
I do. What I'm telling you is I think that I understand going and getting this guy. I get what you're saying about the O-line. I think that they're okay on the O-line though too. I do. I think that they've done very well on the O-line for the past 2 cycles before this year.
I mean, I just hope they didn't like overspend to get him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how much they paid him.
They definitely did.
But see, that's my point. Like, why overspend for? I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm not a personnel guy, and I wasn't in the league being a scout and all this shit and managing the Senior Bowl for a long time. That's why I'm sitting in my son's old bedroom podcasting with you.
Well, and Giovanni was not found by Jim Nagy. He was not. That was Marcus Dent. Thank you.
Yeah, he was there before Nagy even got there.
That's correct. That was Giovanni Gibson came from Marcus Dent talking about him on this show because he watched him play Alcorn State and said this dude is a SEC guy.
Well,
and the next thing we know, he's getting recruited. Thank you, Marcus.
Yeah.
Because
yeah. Hey, Coach Top, I do hope they circle the block, spin the block back for that receiver out of Norman.
Norman North. Yeah.
That they didn't get. I can't remember his name right now. His mom was a hooper at New Mexico State back in the day.
Yeah,
I told you that?
Yeah. What's his name again?
Mason James, maybe?
Yeah. I like that dude too. Yeah. Listen, but I know one thing is, here's the other thing. There's still, I was surprised that you got, what's the kid's name from
6 deep at running back.
The receiver from Bosco that we thought might be out once Jaden left.
Yeah, no, he's locked.
He's locked in. He said he's locked in, and he was even looking around some. No chance on Mason James, huh? Okay. Well, listen, and Coach Chop, I'm going to listen to you on most of that stuff when it comes to receivers because I know that's your thing. But I'm not buying your bullshit on the other side of the ball for damn sure.
Hey, Boomer Halen just hit the nail on the head.
What did he say?
He said, "Why is everybody so worried about what Oklahoma is doing?" So listen, if you can answer that, Boomer Halen, then
I gave you the answer to that earlier because they know Oklahoma is the team out of the Red River Rivals that can really hurt people in the fucking SEC.
They don't want us to win. They don't want us to.
They are worried for that reason. They gave Texas that schedule because they knew they wouldn't do shit with it. They gave Oklahoma the schedule they gave them so that they could try to keep them down as long as they can. And all this, the next Nebraska bullshit talk and all that other shit. Got to be kidding me. And we're way off track here.
It wasn't me derailing.
No, this Coach Top in here. He's giving his bold predictions. Bold ass predictions.
He gave a lot of bold predictions, not just one bold prediction.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, what do you mean? Come on.
I like Jaden Ott too. I think he's going to be good. I understand what Bogue is saying and Coach Top when it comes to that. I do get it. I'm a big fan of Torrey Blaylock. I'm a big fan of Taylor Tatum, and I'm definitely a big fan of X-Rob. I think and Javonte. Whenever Javonte's on, he's very good. He's had some injury issues as well. I don't think that you can depend on him. But going and getting on, you're trying to make sure that you've got it locked down in that room. And so I don't have a problem with the move. I don't. I get what you guys are talking about. That doesn't mean that I agree.
The chat is on
way left, TP.
The chat is.
You guys are on one today, man. How many people we got in here? You better, hey, if you guys are going to be in here busting my balls, you better be hitting the like button. And you're not. Come on, man. Not even half of y'all that are in here watching it. Come on, bro. Y'all better hit the like buttons. We're going to go to commercial real quick. Hit the like button. Are you tired of your game day gear looking like it's stuck in the offseason? Well, step up your fandom with Hall of Fame College Football's official Fanatics partner store. Whether you're a diehard Oklahoma Sooners fan like myself, bleeding crimson and cream, or you rep another one of the SEC's heavy hitters, Fanatics has you covered. Shop thousands of officially licensed hats, jerseys, sideline polos, and exclusive championship merch from the entire Power 4 and Group of 6 too. All shipped directly to your doorstep and fast. Want to gear up like your favorite coaches and players? Are you looking for that perfect tailgate tee or a statement piece for your man cave? Fanatics is your one-stop shop for authentic college football gear from everybody that plays the game. So do yourself and your team a favor. Click our link in the description or simply log on to hofmedia.us/fanatics. That's hofmedia.us/fanatics. And you can shop everything that you want for the best prices of the day right on our Fanatics partner page. All right.
Did they hit the likes?
I'm about to go to another commercial if they ain't. No, they're not. We got 4 extra hits. Come on, man. Y'all gonna sit in here and be freeloaders? Are you shitting me?
Freeloading.
This is uncool. And the thing is, we're not getting the subs we need. I need you guys need to hit that sub button too. If you're over here watching and you're not a sub, you're weak sauce. Don't be that guy. I'm trying to give away. We're trying to give away some games. We're gonna give away 2 of them. Help us out here. It's free to hit the like button. It's free to be a subscriber. It's free. And hey, I may be off of the shadow ban apparently. So, hey, come on. What do we got? 2-game improvement is a win for OU. You're not wrong. It's an improvement. But I think that this team, there is a world that this team could do a hell of a lot more than that. And I don't think that you, and I don't think that there's a lot of people that are giving that possibility any real, it's not a possibility for a lot of people, and they're not looking at everything is why. Because, I mean, look, we keep hearing that Mateer is that dude. If he's that guy and you've got a ton of really good receivers, healthy receivers, chances are you're going to get both of the Gibson kids back. For everything I've heard is Giovanni's ready. He'll be ready game 1. I don't think they have to rush him, but I think he'll definitely be ready for the Michigan game, and I think he wants to play in the Michigan game.
I'd like to see if he, on a pitch count.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to put him on a pitch count. And the same with Jaden. But think about this for a second, though. You got guys like, look, Kearney. Dude, that guy was getting it at the end of the year. Getting it. Ivan Carrion, why are we not using the 6'7" guy?
That catches the ball.
That catches the football. There's dudes. And then on top of that, Satangna, I like him a lot. I think that Keontae Lewis, really good. I don't think that they're in trouble there. In fact, the guy that they just got after Giovanni got hurt, apparently he's killing it. Mateer was talking about him on SEC Media Days. These guys they're loaded in that room now. They've replaced all these guys. And yes, I know that they're not Coach Top. Don't get me started. I know they're not Brennan Thompson, but I think they're better. I'm just busting your chops, bro. All love, man. I like. Listen, I think that Kearney's a dude, man. I think he's a dude. Is anybody not good? Who's not good? Tell me which one you don't like. Tell me which one. Did I say anything wrong there? Tell me. Point out the lie, please. Point out the lie. You don't like Carry On? Do you not like Satangna? You don't like Keontae? Which one? I'm just telling you what I've been hearing out of there. I think that they're pretty good there. I know Brennan should have. Well, he decided to go though. I think he wanted to go. That was a decision that he made. Nobody asked him to go anywhere. I know that I think that the staff asked a lot of those guys to leave. I don't think Brennan was one of them. Not that I've heard.
I'd agree. I don't think
I think they like Brennan.
I think he wanted to get back in Levy's scheme.
I do too. Kobe, you don't know shit about any of those bodies in the room. What are you talking about? You got a bunch of dudes that are supposedly really good, but we ain't seen shit out of any of them yet. Not one. The guy everybody's telling us is the man has one 100-yard game and one touchdown. What are we talking about? So they did ask him to leave, is what you're saying, Coach Top? You can just say that I'm wrong there. I'll listen. I haven't heard that, but okay. And I know Bonnie talks. I get it. But I think that she takes slights in some places that she probably doesn't have to. Nobody was upset with Brennan that I know of. He's the one that balled out and stayed. He fought through a lot of shit that was going on last year. I think they needed Brennan Thompson quite a bit last year for sure. I don't know that they got to have him now, but I get it. Bonnie in Spaces equals toxicity. Don't you get him started on that one again, Benji. The few players you didn't like are gone? Okay. Coach Top is an Oklahoma fan. He is. He is. He's a bit. And I'll tell you, the reason I'm telling you that I don't discount everything that he says. Now, I'm telling you that I'm not with him on this defensive end bullshit. But I will tell you that he's close to EJ. Very close to EJ. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to the recruiter or to the wide receiver recruiting. I'll defer to him on that even. But I think he's a little in his feels about it right now.
Not a little bit, bro. I'm gonna say a whole bunch.
Yeah. Dallas, you know I've heard of him. Coach Top is not Coach Roy Ball. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. But Coach Roy Ball coached there before Coach Top played there, though. And I think EJ came right after that, too. Right after he left. He coached with Coach Samples, right? He coached with Coach Samples when he was at Skyline. Is that correct, Coach Top? Who is now at Duncanville. One truly proven guy in Burks at the SEC. No, he's healthy. What are you talking about? You're not paying it. You don't know shit. That's what I'm going to tell you. You don't know shit. Tell me about Michigan. Big Ten contenders. How is their O-line? Supposedly their D-line second to maybe only us. Score prediction. Are they only ranked low because they play us? I eat here for free too often. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate the $10 super chat. You're the man. Yeah, Samples was head coach. I thought that was correct. Samples replaced. I don't know if he replaced Coach Roy Ball or he came one after that. I'll have to ask Roy Ball. But I know he knows him real well. So what do you think about this? Tell me about Michigan. Are they Big Ten contenders? I have a hard time believing that they're going to win the Big Ten this year because I think that
they're contenders. They're always contenders.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Always.
Well, they are, but I would tell you that expecting a true freshman even if he's now, if you're listening to the Michigan folks, and there was one of them that was on Crane and Company. Now, I don't know how much I believe that it was because of it's a Michigan guy talking to a Michigan guy in that instance. But you got to stop, bro.
Benji, stop putting that super chat money and save it up, and let's make this bet. Let's put a bill on it right now.
Let's finish this conversation real quick, man. We got a super chat.
Watch it on the screen, bro. I couldn't help myself.
All right. How is their O-line? Their O-line is going to be good. It always is. Sharon Moore is another one of those best offensive line coaches in the country. Now, he has another offensive line coach, but he knows what the fuck he's doing. D-line second to maybe only us. I would say that it's probably second to Notre Dame also. But I think that if they're not ranked high enough, it's because they went 7-5 last year. 6-6, 7-5. Now they did beat Ohio State, but that's a rivalry game. I don't know. I think that Underwood is going to be very, very good. But what they're all saying it out there is that he could be, they were calling him what's his name from Clemson? Son of a bitch. The ones that's at Jacksonville now. Thor. The quarterback.
Lawrence.
Yeah. Anyway, the expectation is that he could come in and be that dude, the best player in the country, year one. Now, I'm going to have to see that before I believe that. I'm telling you, I think Oklahoma wins 35-14, something like that. I think it could be closer, but I don't think that the Brent Venables defense, I think they're going to feast on a brand new kid. This is his game too. If we saw him at the end of the year, I think it might be a better game. That's my feelings on it. You got an answer for that?
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a big uphill climb for the freshman quarterback. I think Michigan, they're always going to have talent up front.
Sure. But it's going to be coming from a lot of places that they're not expecting it, especially in game 2 of the year. I think they're going to dial up some shit that's probably going to confuse him at least a few times, right?
You think?
I would think.
I know it's happening.
Listen, man, I've been saying that. That's why I think that, and we watched what Texas was able to do to them in their house last year, and they weren't able to put anything together on offense, and Texas just kind of methodically put it together. And what did they win, 28-10 or something like that?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a similar game. And not because I don't think that they have I think that Underwood may be freaking unbelievable. I just think that he's going to struggle the second week of the season going up against this defense. And I think that Oklahoma's offense will find something there. Even if I think they'll scratch out 35 points, 28-35, something like that. We'll see. Ben G. Thank you, Charles, for the super chat. You didn't say nothing else with it, but I appreciate it. You never do. Keep sleeping on Texas like the media is, chat. Canelo beats Bud. Bo gets upset and becomes my BFF again. The brand. You're a clown. But since you super chatted us.
Were we ever really BFFs?
The brand has finally returned. Fuck your brand.
Sucks that Rook and Anthony left. Wish they would have finished at OU. I wish that Rook would have. And Anthony, we only got to see him for the first half of the season. Apparently, he was trying to make it back. I've heard that he was trying to make it back. I don't know what was going on there. I'm not sure. OU -3.5 versus Michigan. Who you putting your money on? I got Oklahoma. They're at home. I just told you why. Where did he end up? Where did he even end up? Maryland? That's where Rook's at.
Duke.
That's right. I forgot about that. Trevor Lawrence is who I was talking about. Yes. They're comparing him to Trevor Lawrence. Thank you, Coach Riggs. Jen Kane, welcome into the show.
Trevor Lawrence, T-Law.
Isn't that about what, hey, Kobe, isn't that just about what, that 128 yards, isn't that about what your boy Wingo had?
Hey, word of wise. Stop taking ours to the hood, bro. Stop it.
It's probably not the best idea, right?
No, that
He
was
went for
ridiculous.
that camp, man. Come on, bro.
I don't give a.
Nobody was gonna mess with Arch over there. Come on, bro.
What? Fuck. Why? No.
Sleeping on Texas. Texas gets propped up year after year by media, and they're being paper tigers. Man, he won't keep it together all season. I think it's going to be a lot to ask from Arch for him to go win the Heisman and win the national championship in his first year, when what we've seen out of him against the best teams wasn't that much. He looked like a deer in headlights against Georgia. So, okay, whatever. It's going to be what it is. I think Satania was already good. He had a decent season, at least the early part of the year at Arkansas. He did more than Ryan Wingo did. The only way you're hurt over a lot of these shit. No, bull crap. Don't start that crap, Crow. We got a love for you. I throw your stuff up there all the time. What do you mean? But go back to the this other one though. What is this shit? Canelo isn't gonna touch Bud. What are you talking about? Do you really believe that, or are you just talking shit because he's a Mexican? That's cool if that's where you're at. Because I know how Mexicans are with their Mexican fighters. I get it. Bro, I lived in Vegas for long enough. I get it. But you know better than this. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Ain't nobody gonna touch it. Where's Unc at? He had some bars in here. Did you throw some bars down? Where's Unc? I didn't see him. I know Unc's got some idea. He's got some things to say about some of these receivers and quarterbacks and shit. Where was Unc? What are you talking about? I didn't see him in there. Are you guys getting irritated with the Texas guys or what? Oh man, I love it. Winner of the mega fight gives the loser 100 hugs.
Decline.
You don't want to. You don't want to give him hugs whenever Bud wins.
I want his $100 bill is what I want.
I feel you.
That's what I want. Give a damn about no damn.
I wouldn't take that damn bet because I got Bud too. Bud's gonna whoop his ass. I think Canelo's a good fighter. I don't think Canelo's a great fighter.
Nah, he cherry picks all his opponents, bro.
He does. He does indeed. He always has. I think he became a lot better after he got the masterclass from Floyd Mayweather. He got considerably better, but he lost the first fight. The first Triple G fight was ridiculous that it was not a win for Triple G. The second one, I understood them giving him the second one. The third one was bullshit.
Yeah.
That whole series of fights was horseshit. But and Triple G is not as good as Bud. Bud's gonna eat him alive. He's gonna eat him alive, bro. Mil Mascaras is the best wrestler of all time, a man of 1,000 masks. Thank you, TP. I appreciate it. I learn something new every day. Thank you. Do they have any content? Texas? They have content creators. We're better. Sorry. And they definitely like to troll. They definitely like to troll. But I got love for these guys. These guys are here every day. Some of these OU fans ain't here every day. These guys are here every day. You got to give them props for that. Hell, I had Ben G blocked off the show for a while, and he was still watching it from Twitter every day.
Bro, he had burner accounts, bro. He had like 3 different accounts. He kept showing up.
Got to give him props for that, bro. I got love for him. Post-fight reaction? Maybe. Maybe.
Nah, I ain't gonna be on there because I'm gonna be drunk, so we don't need that on.
Yeah, well, maybe not.
I don't need that. I don't need that content out on the web.
I'll tell you what, I don't know what we're gonna do with that. We've got some stuff coming up. I'm not gonna be on the morning show for the rest of the week. I'll go live a little bit from the road, but I'm gonna be on the road. I'll be on the road here for the next. I won't probably be on next Monday either. Maybe not till next Friday. But I will be on, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to be out on the road, so we'll see kind of how it goes. But working on a new show that we're trying to get going, and going to shoot something for. And I'm going to the High Top Media Days on Saturday. So in order to drive out there, it's a trek from where I'm at. But you don't have burners? Don't lie, bro. Come on, you can tell the truth. You love us, I like that. Look at you. You guys are killing them. To hell with, look at Chuck. Crow's like, to hell with Benji. We love you for that one, Crow. I'm also good with all these Oklahoma fans busting your balls, Benji. Just so you know. It's always good. Benji's the drunk uncle at the barbecue that no one wants to come. Now, Coach Riggs, that's not very nice. You're the one that liked Bevo's bodyguard, let him come around all the fucking time. Fam giveaway, 20, 2 of them. If we hit 5,000, I'm going to tell you, I don't believe we're going to at this point. We are. We're about a month away.
You ever seen a video of that guy at like a little party, and he's a little Mexican guy, and he's like dancing by himself, and like everybody's kind of looking at him. He's like trying to hold it back, and then he starts dancing again. He got a little freak in him. That's who I imagine Benji. It's a classic video. That's Benji.
All right, man.
That's who I imagine.
I'm not gonna say that to you. Thank you for the super chat, Bishop Frank. And yes,
no,
we will give 2 copies if we get to 5,000. But I got to tell you, we're not on pace to do that. We're not on pace to do that probably till mid-season is at the pace we're at. So it is what it is. Oh, okay. Now let's get to this too. What's your bold prediction for the year? I like this one. Let me see where we at. Rostaman says OU versus Texas in December. That's a pretty bold prediction. It definitely, for the rest of the SEC, that would be a super bold prediction that would probably get you laughed out of any room. But I would tell you that I could see it. I could see it at 9-3, 10-2. I don't know how many teams are going to get to 10 wins in this league. I think it's too deep.
That's best case scenario for the SEC.
Is it?
OU Texas?
You think they would like that? You think the SEC is going to like that? I don't.
Dude, it would be.
I think Greg Sankey might like it. I don't think
that's what I'm talking about. Like for the SEC, as in like revenue, people watching it, like hype, like like that's
would be huge. It would be huge. it would piss off every longtime SEC fan. Something fierce, but I would agree with you on that. 2 ex-Big 12ers playing for the SEC championship would be hilarious. Listen, I would tell you that, although you say that though, Bogue, I don't know that that's not what they're going for. They're going for Texas being in the SEC championship. They're not wanting Oklahoma in it, or else they wouldn't have the schedule that they have.
Yeah, they're missing the point. They're not seeing the bigger. They're micro right now, right?
Instead of macro.
Yeah.
Not the 10,000-foot view, the 10-foot view.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Red River rematch.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck, dude.
It would be cool.
That's a great. Did you see what I'm talking about?
Could never really get it in the Big 12.
Red River rematch.
It happened like one time.
That's branding. That's marketing right there. Like Red River rematch. You need to go trademark that. So if it does happen, you got to get paid for that.
Rosterman says Yormark would cry too, which would be the cherry on top.
Dude, that would be legit. The Red River rematch. Shit, dude, that's amazing. Yeah. Damn it.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
There you go. We need some bold predictions here. What do you got?
My bold predictions?
Yeah.
Is it
a bold prediction? You could come up with one. You could come up with a couple. Whatever you want.
Bold, huh? I had one earlier, but I don't know if I can really
do it. Don't be. It's a bold prediction. That's why. Doesn't necessarily mean you believe it.
I know. Vanderbilt's going to win 10 games and make the fucking playoffs.
That would hit like a 10.5 on the boldness scale for Pate. Fuck you talking about? So we're just dreaming stuff these days? Okay. All right. 10 wins. I don't know. I like Pavia. I think that's a tough ass though. They got a pretty
good schedule. You said bold, bro. You said bold.
That's bold. Okay.
I went all the way bold, bro.
You know we were going there. Okay.
You don't get more bold than that.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, so I've already kind of made this prediction, but my prediction is that Georgia, who's picked to be number 2, and I believe that both them and Texas are being picked at the top of this league purely on reputation or whatever. I think that neither one of them makes the playoff. I think that Texas screws it up for Georgia, though, and beats them in Athens. But they'll already have 3 losses, and they end up with a 4th one to either Arkansas or A&M. They're 8-4. I think Georgia goes 9-3, misses the playoff as well. That's pretty bold too. That's pretty bold.
What for?
16-0.
What for you? What team do you think are making the playoffs?
Well, we'll get to that. But those 2 aren't. So that leaves, I think you probably know the 3, but may not know the 4th one. Anyway.
Are these bold takes? Are these bold takes or just predictions?
It's a bold prediction. Bold prediction. I think that I could be wrong on half of that. I think either one of them probably makes it in. Texas or Georgia probably makes it in. If I was being realistic about it. But if we're making bold takes, I've told you that I think that Georgia is I don't believe in Gunnar Stockton. And I think that they have to play a tougher group of teams than does Texas as far as the SEC is concerned. And if they lose to Texas, then I think for sure they're out. And I've been saying that for whatever reason, I feel like Texas is going to win third time around, even though it's in Athens and they have not lost. I'm aware that they have not lost a game at home since 2020. I get it. I'm still making that prediction. And I've said this already.
Neilio with a not so bold prediction, contrary to what he said. Not so bold.
Not such a bold prediction. Is that what you just said?
That was a most likely outcome. Most likely prediction.
Man, a guy's got to eat sometimes. You know what I mean?
I'm not mad at you.
Come on. Not to hook up, but with hey, listen, I think I'd probably go with I don't think I go with the Russian.
What would you go with?
That's fine, but well,
Thailand? Would you go to Thailand?
No.
Maybe the Philippines?
Maybe the Philippines, maybe the Philippines. I don't know. I'm a Latina guy. I like Latinas. And Russians will cut your throat, bro.
You know, you act like a Latino won't do that either.
That's true. I actually like that part. I like that part of it, actually. It's the not knowing what you get, and that's my problem. This is why I'm not with
listen. This is how I know. This is how I knew. All right, so I'm a Midwestern guy. Grew up, born and raised in Omaha. Right, went to New Mexico State. Right, so this is one example where I was like, damn, these Latinas are crazy. Right, there with my girl at the bar with my girl. Right. Lights come on, about ready to go. I was like, stay right here. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Right? Go to the bathroom, come out, nowhere to be found. I'm like, Jesus Christ, here we go. I go out into the parking lot, big dust up going on over there. I walk over there. Wouldn't you know, there she is yelling at some dude, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, what are you doing? I told you to stay by the bathroom, wait for me. She's like, he walked by and grabbed my ass. And so they're out in the parking lot or whatever, and I look at dude, and I'm like, all right, man, like, go home. Like, you know what I mean? Like, go home. I turn around, point blank me with mace, homie. Point blank me with mace. Because I left her.
She did?
She did. Yep. Point blank me. Point blank me with some mace, pepper spray, whatever the little keychain fucking. Believe that?
I believe it. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
She was at this makes you better. She's at the bar with her mom.
Yeah. See, Jake says my ex-wife from Venezuela, so I feel you. But listen, that's what you love about them. They're crazy, spicy, and like Neilio said, juicy booty.
Yeah, good old Las Cruces.
No doubt. And well, and I dated a Puerto Rican girl at one point in the military. She was pretty wild, but oof, she was hot. Damn. Good times. Good times.
Yep.
Good times. What are we doing? What are we talking about here? What are we doing? You have any other that you would like
Neilio started it. Neilio started it. And then you said that you like Latinas more than Russians. So. All right, here we go. My four. So we're going under the assumption that the SEC gets 4, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I think
Georgia, LSU. I think the Tide are going to be back. And
you got Georgia, Alabama.
Yep. The Tide are back, and then Oklahoma backdoors its way in with a tough schedule.
Okay. And who else?
That's my 4.
Georgia, Alabama, Oklahoma is all I heard.
LSU.
LSU. Okay. Yep. I've got Alabama, Oklahoma, LSU, Florida.
Florida, huh? I like it.
I like
I like it.
I like Florida. What up? Moral of the story is don't get caught with chicken heads. Coach Ricks, you ain't wrong. Definitely don't be around chicken heads. But that could be from any. It could be from any nationality, though. They're all chicken heads. I mean, I should shut up. That's not what I meant. They can. You could get them from anywhere. Like you get them from. That was stupid.
Immediate backtrack stuff right there. That was immediate backtrack.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I got love for women. I'm not a chick hater. And I don't want to be like alone forever. Calling them all chick haters. But you know, it is what it is.
That's why.
No tricks. It needs to be a real Texas hat, fully visible throughout the entire live stream. What? You're crazy. How about a wager? He says, OU wins, I'll sponsor a college football game for your viewers. If Texas wins, you wear an oh no.
Oh, dude, that easy bet, bro. Take that bet.
I would never do this. Nope. Because it doesn't matter what should happen. You never know what's going to happen in that game. Even though I believe with everything that Oklahoma wins the Red River because Texas hasn't won it twice in a row for 25 years. They're coming off of the game in Florida. You know what? I'm still not taking the bet. No, I'm not. That's a stupid bet. Just bet me $100. You know?
He's going to screenshot the shit out of you with that Texas hat on. That's what he wants.
I'm not doing it because I'll never wear that shit. I'll wear it properly. The horns down. That's the only way. Tighter than one night stands? Who says I do that? Unc, you don't know my life, bro. That's not what I do either. I'm celibate right now. Just celibate. Or something. Oh, no. It's not one night stand stuff, man. I just, I'm too busy for all that shit. We'll see how it goes. Why are you bringing up old shit? My 4 predictions. Oh, come on, bro. Frisky, naughty, aggressive, and grabby. Yeah, well, kind of, but the problem is those chicks get you in trouble. That's the problem. I definitely have a type, though. He was not going to put Texas in his top 4. No, he wasn't. I've told you guys I think they're winning. They're going 8-4. How could they be in the top 4? How could that happen? Now, there is a world, though, that even at 8-4, if one of those losses is to Ohio State, they could still make it into the conference championship game, though.
I don't think 8-4 is going to do it, bro. There's no way.
They could be in the conference championship game because they'd have 3 losses in the SEC.
I don't think so.
I think it depends on what you end up with, but I think that there could be a 3-loss team playing for the SEC championship game. There almost was last year. I mean, if A&M wins that game, they're in the SEC championship game instead of Texas.
Yeah, I think Elko's got a good shot of
that was another one. I think
I looked at it hard.
Florida wins that game. I think Florida wins that game too.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what's up with Elko.
I think Florida and Oklahoma probably both get in at 9-3 though. And LSU, I got them at like 10-2. I think Alabama probably goes 11-1. But I'll give you my last bold prediction. Oklahoma wins 2 in a row, goes into Tuscaloosa, beats Alabama.
Be tough. Texas goes to the toilet bowl and gets flushed.
And all the Bama, and I think Bama could win the national championship very easily. I think that they're going to be really good. I think that OU has something. I think that the physicality is. I just think that on both sides of the ball, by the way, I think that they have their number a little bit. And I know that they I don't know. I just don't think that there's something about that game. I think Alabama can beat everybody else. Might win the whole damn thing. I think something's going to happen. There's something in me lately that's been telling me Oklahoma's going to go win that game. Maybe it's because all the Bama fans are telling me they're going to get the shit kicked out of them when they get there. Probably could be that. But it's another bold prediction. Anything else from you? Any other bold prediction?
You're done. What was your last? No, I'm done being bold.
Yeah, I'm done with it too. That's it. Any other bold predictions from you guys? Make sure that you leave it in the chat. Guys, do us a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. We still only have, we got 56 out of 60 people that are in here right now, at least, that have hit the like button. If you're one of the 4 people that are actually 7 people right now that are in the live stream on YouTube and you're freeloading, that sucks. But what can I say? Some people are dead, are just, freeloaders.
Freeloader.
Sometimes this is what they do. Texas goes to the toilet bowl and gets flushed. All right. So give me bold predictions, guys, and it doesn't have to be about, look, if you're an Oklahoma fan, it'd be kind of cool if you came up with something other than OU, a bold prediction, because I don't think it's that bold coming from an OU fan. So come up with something else. Tell me something that you think is going to go on and show me, because I know you guys are smart about college football. You know what other teams look like as well. Let me know what your bold predictions are. Tell us what you think of our bold predictions in the chat. Let us know what you think. Make sure that you hit the like button. And anything else from you? I'm going to get out of here if not.
Bro.
All right. Appreciate everybody coming in. Hey, we had appreciate everybody who gave us a super chat today. That was cool. Neilio, I just saw that you've given me a few here on Venmo. As a matter of fact, I think I'm 2 or 3 behind here. But Neilio, thank you so much for those super chats. Going through Venmo is a great way to do it because they don't get like half of it. So Venmo, Cash App, I'll drop those into the description if you want to do that after the fact. If not, that's cool. The free way and the best way to help this channel out, hit the like button, become a subscriber. You guys are watching anyway. Don't be a freeloader. But it's free to do those things.
Don't be a hater, bro.
Haters. It's haters. But
haters.
While you're at it, another way to help, you can help yourself with this one, go hook yourself up with MyBookie. You get up to $1,000 deposit bonus match for your first deposit. It's time to get into it. And hey, listen, there are lots of good bets to be made. Oklahoma's still showing at 6.5, being the over-under. It's not as great of odds anymore if you're doing it. You might want to do an alternate one, though, and maybe go 7.5, 8, because then you could possibly get a little bit better odds. You can do alternate lines, things like that, all on MyBookie. Get in there and check them out. Get your bet on that. If you're betting, you might as well bet with them. Why not? See you all on the next one. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Jason Watkins here with Hall of Fame College Football. And if you are ready to back your favorite team, the Sooners, and fade that Texas hype train every Saturday this fall, There's only one place to do it, MyBookie. Right now, you can double your first deposit up to $1,000 when you sign up at hofmedia.us/mybookie1000. That's hofmedia.us/mybookie1000. Yep, 100% deposit bonus, and it takes less than 5 minutes to get started. Whether you're betting college football, rolling the dice in the online casino, or dropping a 10-leg parlay on SEC Chaos, MyBookie has everything you need. Bet anytime, anywhere, on the go, at the tailgate, or yelling at the refs from your couch. Just don't talk trash. Put your money where your mouth is. Hit that link, hofmedia.us/mybookie1000, and get your deposit bonus today. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.